Down the road, Henry, one of the concerns I have is, okay, so let's take a month from now, or actually maybe it's not over a month from now, even though the inauguration is January 20th. But Trump's gone, and now we're just back to the normal fighting that we do. You know, hopefully cordial, the fighting between the parts of this country. One, obviously, there is a division among how to go forward politically. There always is. I mean, I remember, do you remember W? Remember how much flack W used to get? Oh my God! I remember Reagan. How much flack? So it's not going away. There's going to be divisions. How do we know that one side doesn't gets a short end of the stick from here because of the management of these places? Because they lean one way or the other, and they can do whatever they want. It's their company. But maybe it hurts their business, so that would be self-correcting. Market forces would correct it. But should the government be involved with that, with making sure that it's a level playing field all the time?
I think that the companies have drawn a very low bar right now, which again is, for now, don't incite violence with lies.
If it's not about violence, if it's purely about ideology, huh?
Yeah, but so let's look at television networks, for example. There are many wonderful television networks out there that are happy to host civil people who are conservatives and liberals, and it's the exchange of ideas that is actually what is very interesting to watch. It's how you learn, so forth. Yes, in terms of opinion shows, networks will have their leanings, and they try to separate opinion and news. But I think that there is a difference between the two, and that's very important. And when I see people talking about, oh, the ban on conservatives, that is ludicrous, Joe. We've been around for a long time. Conservative did not used to mean what it is occasionally used to mean right now. And if the partisanship is between two reasonable...
Poor Becky, because it's always Rutgers that I'm talking about. It's not Rutgers, Becky. It's that it's Condi Rice. That's what I'm talking. I wish it was another school. But if the people that decide Condi Rice is too controversial to have as a speaker ever run these social networks, or Ben Shapiro, or take your pick. I've seen some on the college campuses. I've seen some of the most innocuous, at least in my view, maybe they aren't, but I've seen some of the most innocuous people that are canceled. Henry, they'll do it. Don't be so naive. They'll do it. You probably would do it with where you lean.
Oh, come after me personally. No, look, so first of all, there's this story that Facebook is so against conservatives. If you look at the top 10 posts on Facebook every day, they are overwhelmingly what you're describing as conservative. Ben Shapiro's in there every day. Facebook is not tamping down conservative. What they're saying, again, is something different. And yes, of course, it's a concern, but none of these companies has a monopoly on communication. None of them. It's the same as television networks. There are lots of them. There are many ways to get your message out there. So I think what's happened here is a lot of businesses, and again, this is beyond just the communications platforms, have just said at a very low bar, we got to stress that, enough. We are not going to help with that anymore. And I think that's reasonable and admirable.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.